flubbing on purpose.
Hey, he just gave an interview. Another one came out, guys.
Oh, good old crap gamer. Good old crap gamer. Yeah, exactly, Dungeon.
With let's see, with Rolling Stone,
Yep.
Xbox CEO says there will definitely be future consoles.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't believe that.
I mean, listen, he's got the damage control, the shit that he said earlier. It's like,
exactly. I take that with a grain of salt. Hold on. They told
bro, what
to deal with
just...
Alex, need a strong neck for the Glunk.
Hey, you better stop. You better stop, Erica. You better stop. Bro, why are they so mad about Xbox? So they're saying they're going to make more consoles. Great. They just said they were making a handheld. Great. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? The interrupting podcast? I don't know how you sat through this, Cyborg.
Told us in January, it's just 4 games. 2 months later, he said there's going to be more games. And
remember how PlayStation said, oh, it's just these games? Then it became every 2 years. Then it became every 1 year. Then it became live service day and date. Then it became... like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Of course Xbox is going to put every game on PlayStation. They put every game on PC. Who gives a fuck? The Xbox games aren't going away. Phil Spencer's not going to come into your house, take the disc out of your hand, and then go to J-Dub's house and give it to him. It's still going to be there. They can't look in the mirror. Of course not.
then this past summer, more games. Now he's saying there's no red line in and everything. You just can't take their word for it, right? You watch their actions, not what they say.
So why don't you watch PlayStation's actions and not what they say? Can we look at that, please? Oh, it's only live service games day and date. What does Reforge say? Sure, Jan. Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll never be third party. Puts Horizon Lego on Switch. They'll never go day and date. Helldivers 2's PC day and date. PC basically carried that fucking game. Spider-Man still has a bunch of content. Spider-Man's coming out in less than a year onto PC, fully complete. Wolverine. There's already a Wolverine PC build out on the internet, so more than likely, Wolverine may also be day and date on PC because of what's going on. PC will never get what PlayStation has. We also get access to your trophies and every single thing you have as well. Even on your PlayStation, when you go to your game, it says PS5 and also PC. So yeah, we got that too, and don't even have to pay for it. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. What else? Bro, it's the same fuck. Come on. Good night, Jazzy Fox. Don't spread rumors. Oh no. Oh no. What do you mean, Dance Killer?
Silence Idiot donated $1. The one thing I really dread from Microsoft is AI integrated RPGs. I know Todd Howard would buy into that shit in a heartbeat, and it'll be watered down so you can't. Yeah, true, Silence. True.
But you know what's interesting about that? You know what kind of annoyed me about the interview that he gave, I think, with Bloomberg, where they asked what the deal was. They're releasing 4 games only on PC, right? And he was like, "Oh, well, that's an anomaly." Right? Yeah, that's what he said. Like, that kind of annoys me as an Xbox owner because literally,
what are they talking about an anomaly? Everybody's talking over each other. Yeah, it's the most fucking nobody has an argument fucking podcast, bro. Peter, thank you for the copy of John Wick, dude. I appreciate that, my boy. Thank you so much. Bro, there was no anomaly. The anomaly was they're putting games on PlayStation in the first place. Honestly, I could see Xbox games being timed exclusive except for like multiplayer games, just like what PlayStation is doing. It may just be 6 months or 3 months. Bro, it's so ridiculous how like this process has made these guys so fucking insane. What they want is Xbox to be PlayStation. And that's not Xbox. Sorry. That's not how it is.
Phil Spencer a steak dinner? Because that man Absolutely. Looks like he's become
on PC, right? And he was like, "Oh, well, that's an anomaly." Right?
Yeah,
that's what he said. Like that kind of annoys me as an Xbox owner because literally they would never release a game on just Xbox consoles that wasn't also on PC. They wouldn't do it, right? But they'll do it the other way around. To me, I mean, he's like, "That's an anomaly."
Because the thing is, sometimes a game needs mouse and keyboard support more than it needs controller support. Like a 4X game would not work on a console because it's a fucking 4X game. That's the whole reason. You can't just slap a 4X game on a console with the fucking UI that's this big with 10,000 units to click through and expect to be on console.
Anomaly. I was like, get the fuck out of here, Phil.
Okay, can we all agree on one point that somebody needs to buy Phil Spencer a steak dinner? Because that man Absolutely. Looks like he's become a
Somebody said it looked like he was on Ozempic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Daniel Lawson Super Chat $5. Buying Xbox games on PlayStation is dumb, especially if it's Play Anywhere.
Exactly, Daniel. And that's where Xbox is going to win. It's Play fucking Anywhere. That's the point. That's the fucking point. What if he was actually sick? Yeah, isn't that crazy? He looks like he's on Ozempic. Can we get him a steak dinner? Bro, you guys are fucking assholes, dude.
I don't know. Is he on intermittent
Maybe it's
fast
just a
or
bad
what?
picture. I don't know.
I think it was just a. I think it was probably. Is he really? I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah.
I thought.
Wait, no, upper 50s.
Upper 50s, like maybe not 60s. But I think literally, I think it was just bad lighting. To be honest with you, I think
dude looked haggard. I'm sorry to say that dude looked haggard.
Hey, it's got to be tough tanking Xbox, right?
I don't think he thought he was going to be. I didn't think he.
I looked at him and I made myself a sandwich. I'm sorry.
He was like, I don't think he.
The crap. Every time he fails something, he gets promoted. So why is he so stressed?
J-Dub, sometimes I wonder, like, how you tie your shoes in the morning. Like I think about it sometimes. Right? Like, J-Dub can't even say the word console. But he tried to speak about politics on his Twitter page one day. And I sat there and I was like, you can't even tie your shoes. Where's the bunny tail? No, we're not doing that.
Libsum's super chat
we're not doing
Canadian
that.
Dollars. Where's your landing strip? Is it on your back?
No, I'm not a hairy guy, so it's not going to show up anywhere. That's why.
I have no idea. It doesn't make sense to me. I know a lot of what's funny is, right, he gave the interview and he's like, yeah, there's no thou shalt not cross line, blah, 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 this, that. These are all, he's like, I'm the one that decided to buy Minecraft. I'm the one that decided to buy Bethesda. I'm the one that decided to buy Activision, right? So all these stuff are his decisions, but people still believe it's not his decisions to put these games everywhere.
Bro, he's been telling you what he's going to do since the beginning. The day that you got blocked by Phil Spencer because you threw a fucking little hissy fit about fucking Titanfall being on PC and on Xbox, or about Quantum Break being day and date on PC, and you got your fucking feelings in a fucking pissing match. Oh, Phil, why don't you put Quantum Break on PC same day and day? It's gonna ruin the console. He told you to your face. Why are you mad more people get to play the game?
American Idiot Super Chat $2. Making billions of dollars is considered failing?
Exactly. It's like, what are we doing, bro?
Mr. Litera 1 Super Chat $2. Phil manages Xbox RBK and Bethesda. That's stressful.
I'm sure it is. It's not about console sales, Kev, though. It's about MAUs. It's about monthly active users. It's about consistent revenue coming in every time. That's what it's about. They don't want October, November, December. What they want is the whole year. And then they just raise that price the whole year. And they raise the price again the whole year. That's what they do.
Right? It's like they people want, and I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. It's like this guy clearly, like if you go back and listen, he was always pushing that shit from the very beginning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he would probably be a good CEO for EA or some shit, but I think you need somebody with a little bit more idea to make your stuff. Because listen, if they don't want to be in the hardware business, fair enough, then fucking just pull the plug, right? But the stringing the people along,
they would have done that already after the Xbox One. They wouldn't have made a Series X. They would have been like, we're done. What are we doing? Why do you care? The only thing that should matter to you is about the money you spent on that platform, if it's going to stay relevant. That's all that matters.
Wannabe Hobo Super Chat 5 New Zealand dollars. If Phil didn't take over, Xbox would actually be dead.
True and real. True and real.
And not knowing what's going on.
That's the problem. Crap, I'm glad you brought up the Rolling Stone quote, because I have it right here too. I saw it when you were saying, like, that's the thing. It's not just the stringing along. It's the back and forth
in
right?
the matter of 48 hours.
Yeah, it's like, there's no red line here. Games can go anywhere. You clearly seen that they're going to go in a third-party direction, and then the very next moment you turn around, you pick up a different magazine, and you're like, we'll definitely do consoles in the future. And
bro, he literally said, we're doing a handheld. He literally said in the first fucking article, we're doing a goddamn handheld. We're doing more devices, we're doing everything.
$1. It's funny, if you put these guys in front of Steam, Epic Game Store, and GOG, they would understand the market capture picture. But since it's console teams...
Exactly. No, exactly. No, you're right. Is Discord down, chat? Is all of Discord down? Yes. All of Discord is down. Okay, good. All of Discord is down. Awesome. Everything in Discord is gone. It's all gone. No, the Discord's still there, but just like Discord itself is just down.
And other devices. So, it's just to be honest with you guys that are listening in the chat and listening later, my whole point here is just...
55 and 86 Super Chat $5. Phil pushed back compat and forced the industry to embrace it going forward.
True.
Thank you, Phil.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. If it wasn't for Phil, you would have back compat.
Boom 808 Super Chat $5. Exactly. Microsoft would rather have a steady income stream Game Pass across the board than huge sales spike and then nothing for a long time.
That's exactly the point too. And people don't see that. That should be with like everything in context, right? Like that should be with content. That should be with everything. You should have a more consistent revenue stream than just having spikes all the time.
Just me, myself, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Yeah. You guys can sit there and say, okay, PlayStation has games going to PC in 12 or 24 months. That's fine. It's fine. But there is still an emphasis when you talk about PlayStation and Nintendo on the console. They still...
There isn't, though, because their games are going to PC within 12 months. So I do not need to buy a PS5. I don't need to buy a PS5. That's the entire point. I haven't had to buy a PlayStation 5 since the PlayStation 5 came out. So what's the impetus of, which is the Reforged word, of having to buy a PS5? I don't need one. Because I can just play it on my PC. I don't need a PS5. I needed a PlayStation 2.
Put the console first, and
that is feel like shit for buying it.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. And it's like, I don't know, for some reason this is the stuff that gets me more aggravated than anything else. And Wise, I know that you came on, and I know you really do.
One super chat $5. Phil is not perfect by any means, but he's done a lot more for the gaming community than most other CEOs. He gave us GP and more games everywhere.
Yeah. Envy Teddy in chat says...
Michael Piatkovsky super chat $5. If they left the console market, would all the Xbox Game Pass players go streaming? Still is not 100%, yet they will lose too much money.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for them to leave the market. Envy Teddy in chat says, you don't need an Xbox. Great, we can all play games on PC. What the fuck is your point? That's my point. I don't need a console. The point is, I don't need a console. I don't need a PS5. I don't need an Xbox. The fact that they're sitting there saying that the console is the biggest thing for PlayStation is actually incorrect. Because if it was, their games wouldn't be on PC. Their games wouldn't be on the Switch. The games wouldn't be on Xbox. The same thing they're arguing against is the same that it's happening to them. Does that make sense, Teddy? That doesn't matter. Exclusives are dead. I didn't have to buy an Xbox. True. Do I want to buy an Xbox? No. Because I have my PC. Just like I don't want to buy a PS5. Does that make sense, Teddy? You get it now?
Try to do your due diligence to say, hey, listen, let's look at all sides of it. But at the end of the day, you just...
Teddy said exclusives. Okay, I do agree with that. So we should be dead at this point. Okay, cool. So then you're going to admit like I'm not writing Phil Spencer dick, right? Because I saw you type that too. I mean, you act like I didn't notice that. I got 600 people in here. You think I'm not going to catch that? I'm autistic, Teddy. I'm very autistic. Like, very autistic. TikTok. As long as it's not a Microsoft writing session, no, I don't write dick on Microsoft. I fucking hate the fact that they still use fucking Game Pass. That Game Pass isn't even on Steam. Like, Game Pass should be on Steam, just like EA Access is on Steam. Straight up. That man got his shirt off and didn't think you're not paying attention. Yeah, true, Leon. Exactly. Leon knows what I'm talking about.
Super chat $2 Canadian. Nintendo PC launcher or Steam?
Nintendo PC launcher or Steam. It should be on Steam. They could have their own launcher too, but they should put their games on Steam as well. Why are you buying the PS5 Pro, Leon? You even told me you don't need it. You don't have a car, Leon.
XP Super
you don't have a car, Leon.
Respectfully, some of the most delusional people, they understand zero things. PlayStation label slapped on equals goatee. Levels of stupid is outstanding.
Yeah, true. True. You're buying it for me? No! No, you're not. No, you're not.
808 Super Chat $5. With all the smartphones out there, Game Pass on smartphones would make Microsoft a lot of money.
It does.
Also the smart TVs too.
Yeah, totally. Like breaking down the barrier of $500 box, $700 box to play a game is the way to go. Nobody wants to spend that money on a box. They don't. I let Sony take the wheels as Leon. Jesus Christ.
You've been following this news for a long time yourself. It's exhausting. Here he is saying, we'll be, first he's
$1. God, I hope we don't get another launcher. I reinstalled Gears Tactics to see the Microsoft login and I sat there brooding for half a minute before pulling up my email.
It's the fucking worst. The good thing about the Microsoft login is it's worldwide, so as long as you have Windows, it works. So you don't have to worry about like being in a country where it's not gonna fucking work. And then the really good thing too about that as well is your Microsoft account is in. Once you just save it, you're done, you're good, you go. Like that's the easy part about it. Thankfully. But like Sony, like all Sony had to do was say, we're gonna implement this and say, if you want crossplay, then you log in. If you don't want crossplay, you don't log in. If they did that and still sold it to everybody, nobody would have cared. That's it. If they just did that, everybody would have been like, all right. And if you log in, you get like a nice, microtransaction. If you don't log in, you just don't get crossplay. Okay. And then we're going to be like, we're going to work on getting it to every country. And these are the countries we're working on to actually have it active in. That's all they had to say, bro. They could have saved themselves so much fucking headache, but they didn't. They chose not to.
He says we're only going to do 4 games. Then he goes on at that one stage and he's like, well, we're open to doing more. Then he comes out and says everything's up for grabs. Anything can go. There's no red line. And then he's like, don't forget, though, we really want to have a console. Again, goes right back to the beginning of the show. Who's the new console for? They've lost so.
The people who don't want to buy a PC, the people that want to have a console, the people that are already in the Xbox ecosystem, the people that are already into Game Pass, the people that are just like, my friends play on Xbox. That's who it's like. I don't understand like what this thing is. Just because another console has video games too, that all of a sudden like the console that you bought is devalued. If it still plays the fucking games, then you're fine. Then you're fine.
So many people.
Well, I'll tell you this much: I don't care what he says because none of the games that he's made so far has compelled me that
That's
much. So
the right answer, Wise. That's the right answer. I said, now listen.
Go ahead. I don't care where it go because I'm not playing him. It's like I don't like them in a box. I don't like them with a fox. I don't like them here or there. I don't like them anywhere.
Then you just don't buy the fucking game. What the fuck are we doing? Why are you guys making up fucking nursery rhymes about video games as grown ass fucking men?
Yeah, I mean, Coach, like the moment I kind of was like, I shook my head was when, and there's been a lot of moments where I did that, but was when he did the Redfall interview, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, we can't out console these guys. We can't. It's like, why would anybody? He looks like in that picture like a guy that knows that he can't win, right? It's like, who would follow that guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I mentioned this before. If you're a sports fan, are you going to hire?
You know what's funny about that statement? You know what other company said the same thing? That they can't out-console Sony? Frostedge, thank you for the follow. Chat, who's the other company that said the same exact thing? Do you know? What other console said we can't out-console Sony? Nintendo. Nintendo said it. They said the same fucking thing when they sold 13 million fucking Wii U's. And they were like, we can't fucking. Well, they didn't say it literally. I'm saying it. They said it through action. Not like a literal thing. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. I know it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, but come on. Let's go. Keep up. Look, they basically said we're bowing out of the home console race and we're going to make a fucking handheld. We're not going to go with power. We're not going to go against it. We're not going to try and be a TV thing. We're going to do our handheld. We're out of here.
Legionary of Super Chat £5. Sometimes I genuinely wonder if PS fanboys act like this in real life. I have 2 young nephews, 6 and 10, who are more emotionally mature than them.
Yeah, Legionnaire, thank you for the 5. True. What do you mean, no, Scarecrow? It's literally exactly what they did.
Machine XP Super Chat $5.
It's exactly what they did.
I love how these dudes who have zero intentions ever playing on Xbox or playing their games are the biggest criers and moaners. Nasty work.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy, Machine? Isn't that crazy? I really hate D bitch. Yeah, you do. They took their ball and they went, we're going to go portable. That's it. They gave you a dock to play on your TV, but what does the dock do? It's an HDMI pass-through. It doesn't do anything. Oh, you get a little bit more voltage. Good job. They took their ball and left. They didn't out-console Sony. That's exactly what Xbox is trying to do. They're trying to blaze their own path away from what everybody else is doing. That's why, if they just become a fucking PC and they have an open platform and they allow Steam on there and they allow Epic on there, and it goes in and you can fucking play every game on there. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. No, it didn't, this guy. No, it didn't.
Ghost Hunter 4755 Super Chat $5 Australian. Remember that they tweeted at the president to stop the ABK deal.
They sure did. They sure fucking did. Thank you for the 5, dude.
The coach, you bring in candidates and you're like, so why should you be our coach? And he's like, well, we certainly can't beat the Eagles, we can't beat the Cowboys, and we're not.
A fucking sports analogy, bro. Why do we always do a fucking sports analogy, bro? What are we doing here? What are we fucking doing here? A goddamn motherfucking sports analogy.
Mr. Litera 1 Super Chat $5.
Are you kidding me?
Xbox is trying to get as many people as possible to buy or play their games. PlayStation is restricting over half the world from buying their games.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Where's the food analogy? Exactly. Let me go piss.